Tura MDC and State BJP Vice President Bernard Marak has been arrested at Hapur district of Uttar Pradesh. Marak was apprehended when he was travelling in a hired vehicle. Meanwhile, a team of Meghalaya police is on its way to Uttar Pradesh to take custody of Marak, who will be brought to Tura. Well, Marak's arrest comes less than 24 hours after a countrywide lookout notice was issued for his arrest. Marak had been absconding since last Friday after a raid at his farmhouse on the outskirts of Tura. Alright, viewers, a big story we are tracking at this point in time. Well, Tura MDC and State BJP Vice President Bernard Marak has been arrested at Hapur district of Uttar Pradesh. And also let me tell our viewers here that Marak was apprehended when he was travelling in a hired vehicle. Well, a team of Meghalaya police is on its way to Uttar Pradesh to take custody of Marak, who will be brought to Tura. Marak's arrest comes less than 24 hours after a countrywide lookout notice was issued for his arrest. Well, Marak had been absconding since last Friday after a raid at his farmhouse on the outskirts of Tura. And we also have reactions, first reactions coming in from Meghalaya DGP LR Bishnoi. Listen in.
I am now joined by the DGP of Meghalaya, Mr. LR Bishnoi. Mr. Bishnoi, welcome to Northeast Live. We understand that the police have arrested the absconding Meghalaya BJP Vice President Bernard Marak. Is it true?
Yeah, thank you very much, Vasvir. It is true. Just now, I think 10 minutes back, on our information, the UP police, they have arrested him in Hapur district. Hapur district, he was traveling in a private taxi, and from the national highway in the Hapur district, he has been arrested. We will be sending our team tomorrow early morning by flight to bring him here for further investigations.
So, this is a massive breakthrough because within less than 24 hours of the lookout notice, Bernard Marak has come into the police net.
Yes, very true. In fact, lookout notice was issued early in the morning by CID of Meghalaya Police, and the notice has been sent to all the DGP, all the SPs of India, and other than that, we have also alerted all the airports in India. And the lookout notice was served earlier, but we were in the touch after tracing his probable location. We were touch in concerned district also, so that is why it yielded results, and we will be bringing him tomorrow.
Was he alone? Did he have anybody accompanying him when he was arrested?
No, he was alone. He was traveling in a private tourist taxi.
Right. The DGP of Meghalaya, Mr. LR Bishnoi, thank you very much for speaking to Northeast Live.
And earlier, West Garo Hills SP Vivekananda Singh gave more details on the arrest of Bernard Marak. Listen in.
Sir, a big development. Finally, Bernard Marak has been arrested. So, is Meghalaya police team already on its way to Uttar Pradesh?
No, they'll be leaving tomorrow morning, first flight.
All right, so tomorrow morning, the police officials will be there in Uttar Pradesh to bring back Bernard Marak to Tura. Now, this is indeed a big breakthrough, Vivekanand Singh. So, we would like to also know that Bernard Marak would be brought back to Tura. Now, after that, what will be the further investigation? How will the further investigation take place?
We will produce him in the court of law, and after that, we will seek police custody for thoroughly interrogate him. And then, based on his interrogation, we'll take further necessary action.
All right, and Mr. Singh, and roughly how much time will it take to get back him to the state?
I hope he should be in the state by tomorrow evening, or worst case, day after tomorrow afternoon. Depending on how much time it takes in Hapur court.
Okay. Now, indeed, it's a big breakthrough. In less than 24 hours of his countrywide lookout notice, he was arrested. Now, thank you so much, Vivekanand Singh, for those updates at this point in time.
All right, just let me remind our viewers here that Tura MDC and State BJP Vice President Bernard Marak has been arrested at Hapur district of Uttar Pradesh. But Marak was apprehended when he was travelling in a hired vehicle. Well, a team of Meghalaya police is on its way to Uttar Pradesh to take custody of Marak, who will be brought to Tura. Marak's arrest comes less than 24 hours after a country-wide lookout notice was issued for his arrest. Marak had been absconding since last Friday after a raid at his farmhouse on the outskirts of Tura. So less than 24 hours. Well, Bernard Marak has been arrested in Uttar Pradesh. Well, Tura MDC and State BJP Vice President has been arrested in Hapur district of Uttar Pradesh. And also, let me tell our viewers here that Marak was apprehended when he was travelling in a hired vehicle. Well, as I've already mentioned, that a team of Meghalaya police is on its way to Uttar Pradesh, and tomorrow morning, Bernard Marak will reach Meghalaya. So, Marak's arrest comes less than 24 hours after a country-wide lookout notice was issued for his arrest. All right, so this is the photo of Bernard Marak that you can see on your screen. So this photograph has been taken after his arrest in Uttar Pradesh, and as already mentioned that Bernard Marak will be brought back to Meghalaya tomorrow morning. Well, Meghalaya police is they are on their way to Uttar Pradesh to bring him back. And on your screens, this is the Northeast Live exclusive pictures after Bernard Marak was arrested in Uttar Pradesh. So Bernard Marak arrested in Uttar Pradesh this evening, and a team of Meghalaya police, as you've already heard West Garo Hills SP Vivekananda Singh, he very clearly mentioned that a team of Meghalaya police, they are on their way to Uttar Pradesh at this point in time, and by tomorrow they will be reaching back to Meghalaya and they will bring back Bernard Marak, and after that further actions will be taken place. Well, he will be produced before the court, but the big story at this point in time is that Bernard Marak has been... Alright, so this is Northeast Live exclusive pictures on your screens that you can see. So this picture has been taken after Bernard Marak was arrested this evening by the police in Uttar Pradesh. So Northeast Live exclusive pictures of Tura MDC and State BJP Vice President Bernard Marak, who has been arrested at Hapur district of Uttar Pradesh. And Marak was apprehended when he was travelling in a hired vehicle. Well, a team of Meghalaya police is on its way to Uttar Pradesh to take custody of Marak, who will be brought to Tura. So Northeast Live exclusive pictures on your screens. You can see on your screens. Well, Marak's arrest comes less than 24 hours after a country-wide lookout notice was issued for his arrest. And Marak had been absconding since last Friday after a raid at his farmhouse on the outskirts of Tura. All right, so we'll have our reactions from Meghalaya Chief Minister Kongrat Sangma very soon. So first reactions only on Northeast Live from Meghalaya Chief Minister Kongrat Sangma. First reactions coming in only on Northeast Live, well, from Meghalaya Chief Minister Kongrat Sangma shortly. But the big story at this point in time is that Bernard Marak has been arrested in Uttar Pradesh, and after just few moments will be heard Kongrat Sangma, the Chief Minister of Meghalaya, speaking on this big development. Well, Tura MDC and State BJP Vice President Bernard Marak has been arrested, and on your screens are this is the first picture which has been clicked after his arrest. All right, we are getting first reactions from Meghalaya Chief Minister Kongrat Sangma on the arrest of Bernard Marak. Listen in.
Now, I think if you look at the evidence, I don't think it requires too much of, too much of thought to really come to a conclusion on what was going on inside. Because the evidence that was found, the kind of activities that were going on, and the kind of statements that are coming out now from individuals is clearly reflecting that definitely there was something fishy going on inside. And as I said, I don't want to go into details. It's not my my responsibility to speak about that right now. As I said, the investigations are going on, so let the SP and others speak. But what I'm trying to tell you is that whatever any party may say, this has nothing to do with politics. This has nothing to do with any kind of candidature or any kind of individual contesting against anybody. This is purely on the basis of what was going wrong inside there, purely on the basis of the evidence and the statements that have been given by the people, and also purely on the basis of complaints that have come in. So therefore, they may try to divert the entire issue and try to politicize it, but let me assure each and everyone that the evidences that have been collected are very strong, and there's a very strong case. The DGP had given a very strong statement last time. You've recorded that. So I don't see any reason for any of us to go into that aspect, and I would appeal to political leaders that in situations like these we must understand what is happening and try to do what is correct. And these kind of activities is something that will ultimately lead to affecting our youth of the state. So one has to realize that and be responsible in whatever position you are, to realize that these kind of things cannot just go on like that. And as I said, that is enough proof and evidence to show that activities which are not right were going on inside there. So that's all I have to say. I don't want to really politicize this. I think there's been too much of politics around this issue. The core issue is that the evidence was found. There has been statements that have been recorded, and enough process and all the details have been done to conclude that there's a very strong case, and the court also has given a non-bailable warrant against it, which means that there's enough evidence of the different kind of activities that were going on in there, and there's no need to politicize this issue.
Sir,
well, I don't know that, because that's the police will have to answer that question. As I said, I have not been involved in the day-to-day monitoring or functioning of or the inquiry into this case. But I would think that the police also felt that if they just go in, then they will be asked, how come you went in so early? So if they had gone in early without doing the homework, then they would be asked, why did you go in early? Now when they do their homework and go in, then people say, why did they go in so late? So I guess it could be read either way. So really, I don't want to comment on that. But I would understand, and from the way the police has operated in this, and whatever little bit of input I got, is that they wanted to ensure that everything, monitoring was done. They have been following this case for a long time. They have been monitoring different aspects. I don't want to share all those aspects because, as I said, it's not my area to talk about that. I think the SP will share with you, or the DG will share with you at the right time on how the monitoring was done, how the follow-ups were done, and come to the conclusion that that was the right time to move in. So that's a police matter. I am not in the right position to talk about that, but I'm guessing that would be the procedure, and they would have to collect sufficient evidence and intel to be able to move into it like that. But I think what is important to note is that it has been done, and it is something that, as I said from the beginning, that a lot of complaints have been coming in, and based on all of these facts and evidences and procedures, and as per law, action has been taken.
sir,
I don't think there's any threat as such to the government as such in this issue. That's not the point at all. And as I said, I'm not trying to be too divert this issue, but really there's no need to politicize this issue. I think everybody knows that, and everybody who's seen the evidence and the facts knows that There is a lot of evidence that is there, and hence I urge everybody that this should not be politicized. Let the police do their job.